Hey, how's it going, everybody? So my name is Josh Martin. I'm the founder of Blue Smoke BBQ. First off, I want to start this video by saying thank you so much for purchasing our wireless meat thermometer. I really can't thank you enough. It means the world to us, and I really hope that you enjoy it as much as we do. So today we're going to be talking about a how-to video to get set up and use your wireless thermometer. So first off, I'm just gonna go over everything you have. So these are the two meat probes. This is the ambient temperature probe and it's clipped, so you can clip it onto your grill grates. You get some batteries and a few other papers, and the user manual is what we'll be focusing on today. And then you will also get your receiver and your transmitter. So I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper into these two right now. So starting off, you have this clip on the back that you can use to either clip in and have it stand up vertically or lay it down, whatever is easiest for you to read while you're out there on your smoker grill or even oven. So how you pull out the battery compartments or get to the battery compartments is these two clips. You just push both of them in and then release. And then over here on the transmitter, you have this belt clip that you can hook on your pants or put in your shirt. And then it also doubles as a stand as well. So in order to take off the battery back here, you have that same clip, you pull it, and then it just pops right off. So it does take AAA batteries. Those all came with your purchase, so you don't have to worry about those. You just pop them in, and you can hear that beep right there, telling you that it's on. Go ahead and re-secure the back battery plate, and you can see it's already on right there. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this up. So it's a little bit easier for you to see. And then over here, this one's a little bit trickier, but you gotta pull this part back, put that into the two clips right there, and then you push down. And then there you go. So that's the battery installation. And now we're gonna move on to how you actually use all of this. So right here, you just plug this probe. So there's two inputs right here for your two probes, here and here. Plug them in like that. Top one's probe 1, bottom one's probe 2. And then this one keeps it a little bit separate. This is where you plug in your ambient temperature probe. You go right there. In order to put this on right here, on your ambient temperature probe, you squeeze it, put one side in, and then push that through. And just like that, you're able to use your ambient temperature probe and attach it to your grill. So now let's move on to actually using the device. And inside your user manual, it has all the details if you have any very specific questions, but it is very intuitive, and I'm gonna go over the basics right now. All right, so let's go ahead and plug one of these in just so you can see. So the transmitter and receiver come pre-synced, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's go over some of these buttons. And it does read in Celsius and Fahrenheit. So over here, you have the Celsius, and you can change it to Fahrenheit real quick. And you have the light. I'll show you in a sec once that goes off, but you just hold this down to turn it off. And there you go. And you hold it down, just tap it to bring it back. All right, so then buttons over here, we have our mode button, and that essentially selects what probe you are using. So see how that just switched to 2, and then you can switch it to 3. And the third one is gonna be at the bottom, and that's gonna be your ambient temperature probe right here. And then these first two are gonna be your meat temperature probes. So you can shuffle through those by just clicking on the mode button, okay? And then next you have the meat button, which are our presets of beef, lamb, veal, hamburger, pork, turkey, chicken, and fish. Those are all gonna be the USDA recommended internal temps for those. One thing I will say is you should think about carryover cooking when you use those. You might wanna take it off, if you were cooking a steak, you might wanna take it off a few degrees earlier because the meat does continue to cook and rise in temperature. So if you want your steak to be medium rare, don't take it off exactly at the medium rare temperature, which is 135 degrees Fahrenheit. So just a little tip right there. And then for taste, you can, so let's head over to, all right, you got beef right there. And then we can hit taste, you can see right there. So medium well, medium rare, and rare. So, and then it goes back to well. So you can use those as a preset. And if you want to do it yourself, well, before we dive into that, let's go over the rest of the buttons. So here you can change, if you tap it, light comes on, same with over here, tap light. So if you're cooking in the dark, overnight cook, you're good to go. And if you hold it, it turns to Fahrenheit. Sorry about that. And if you hold up here, you have that light button again, and you have your on and off button. If you just hold that for a few seconds, it turns off. And then here's the up and down button you can use to set your, you can see the 7, 8 minutes, 9 minutes. You can go all the way up to 99 minutes. And that is a countdown timer, or you can also do a count up timer. And then you start and stop that by pressing the start, stop, clear button. All right, so that's the basic overview of the buttons. The one other thing to note is down here, if you tap this button that changes it from Celsius to Fahrenheit, that also is your alarm. I don't know if you can see that, but that little alarm under will come on and off, and whatever temperature that is set to is when your alarm will go off. This will flash and beep, alerting you that your meat or whatever you have on there is ready to take off. All right, so the next portion and the final portion is us talking about the program button. So up there, you just hit mode to get to that program button. And then this is what allows you to set temperature wherever you'd like. So if you don't want to use one of the presets, you tap mode. Well, you tap mode to select your probe, and then you tap meat until you get to program. And you can do this for both probes. So once you're at program, then you can you hold the mode button, and you can see it starts flashing right there. So you're on probe 2, and that's the program button. And then if you hold the mode, then that begins to flash. Once that's flashing, you can then set it up or down. And whenever you get to your selected or your desired temperature, you hit mode one more time. Don't forget to hit that bottom button to turn on that alarm, and then you're good to go. So probe 2, if it was plugged in, it would be showing the temperature right here, and then once it gets to your desired temperature, the alarm here and here will go off, and it'll be a beeping noise along with flashing, and that's when you know you're ready to go. So if you have any other questions, you can look in the user manual. This will handle any specific questions you have, but essentially that's the basics of the Blue Smoke BBQ thermometer. Again, thank you so much for purchasing. We really appreciate your business and are really excited to see what you guys make. So if you want to follow us on the Blue Smoke BBQ official on Instagram, Facebook, join our community. We'd love to see what you end up cooking up with this. Send in your pictures, send in your recipes, and we'll give you a shout out. Thank you so much and enjoy.